Hello and welcome back to my channel. You have tuned in to my 3-week carnivore mostly update. My goal in the beginning was to do like a 4-week carnivore challenge, and if you've been following along on my updates, you would know that I'm doing pretty good, except for it seems to be a trend of mine to mess up about one day or one eating window in a week, and this week was the same. It's definitely tricky when you are starting this new lifestyle, navigating just some of the social aspects of it. So I like chips a lot, and I have not got to the point where I don't like chips. And when you have friends come over who bring lots of chips and they put them in front of you, they will get eaten. I haven't figured that one out yet. I would say, like, based off of what the scale did, I didn't have really any consequences from eating some chips. But my digestion, I've had some difficulties in my digestion thanks to that. But anyways, this week too, we're going to be camping with friends and doing a potluck on one of the evenings. So I'm already trying to figure out how to make sure that we bring some tasty carnivore, or at the very least keto, snacks to this event, so that when everybody else is sitting around the campfire eating their chips and s'mores, I have an option that's better on track. So this previous week was Shark Week, and I actually had no idea how that would go as far as weight loss, because that week is always unpredictable. A little bit of TMI for some people maybe, but it was not normal how the week played out, and we'll just say my hormones are adjusting and it was different for me. But that's basically all you need to know, hopefully. As my hormones continue to heal, I'm sure we're still going to see some different patterns in how my hormones do what they're doing until they get back to what would be considered like a normal hormone pattern. And when that happens, I'll start to see hopefully some of the other stuff work itself out, like some of like the hormonal acne I still get on my face. Overall, I would say my face is clearing up, but I still definitely get the hormonal acne around my jawline, and then, I don't know, just some random bumps on my forehead. Energy levels this week have been basically much improved, and I believe that happened because of the addition of electrolytes. So coming out of, I guess, last weekend's bad eating, I kind of went back into what was feeling like the keto flu again, just not a lot of energy, grumpy, headaches. So I just decided I would add electrolytes. I haven't really done a great job of supplementing electrolytes in any of my other keto journeys, but I actually never often felt like I needed it in keto. But I can tell you that I am still purging inflammation. So I think I need those electrolytes, especially as I'm working through like just the flushing of my system and the amount of water I'm drinking, because I do actually feel quite thirsty a lot of the time. So I'm just now adding electrolytes into my water every day. My sleep last week actually got really annoying, and I was waking up at like between like 3:30 and 4:30, and I was just awake for no reason for half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour. So yeah, lying awake in the middle of the night, like that's not fun for anybody. But the good news is, since I added the electrolytes, I actually also noticed that I am also not waking up at that weird time anymore. I still find though, pre-carnivore, I would be fast asleep until our babies, they're 2 now, I shouldn't call them babies, but our babies would wake us up in the morning and they would be my alarm clock. But more and more often now, I'm waking up before them, which is crazy. So that means I guess I'm getting the rest that I need, and my body's like, okay, wake up. But then at bedtime, so like by 9 o'clock at night, I'm actually beat. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's related to OMAD and digestion and trying to get like all of that food digested that I tried to force into my body in that one meal. I don't know. But yeah, my energy plummets at bedtime, and maybe that's healthy. It might be. That might just be my body, again, hormones balancing, like, yo, you're supposed to sleep at like 9 or 10, not at midnight. And maybe I'll start waking up at like 6 and just getting out of bed. I don't know. We'll see. So in my first video, my first week update, I talked about heartburn being a thing, and I am happy to report it is no longer a thing. I do not get heartburn. It's past 9 o'clock. I do not get heartburn anymore. I go to bed and I do not have any digestion issues that bother me. So something that is pretty annoying is that I actually am getting inflammatory responses to some spice mixes. So my husband and I have some favorite spice mixes that we use when we're smoking meat or just sometimes cooking things. And I've found with a few of them that they taste amazing, but the next morning I wake up with inflamed feeling hands. I can always feel inflammation in my fingers first. I think I've mentioned that before. But I know immediately when I'm getting inflamed because my fingers just feel like my ring is getting too small. So anyways, that means that we're probably going to have to cut out pre-made spice mixes, which means annoying when cooking. And having to figure out how to remake some of those delicious seasonings without, I don't even know what it is in it, but sticking to the list of the stuff that I know is good. So a trip to Bulk Barn will be in order very soon in order to get all the great spices that I don't have. I have a huge spice drawer, but somehow I just don't have some things that I should have. So I mentioned earlier, doing OMAD, and I'm not doing OMAD every single day, but probably 3 out of the 4 days in a week I'm doing OMAD. And I'm still, even on not OMAD days, because even if I'm hungry at lunchtime and I eat some bacon or whatever, I'm still hugely struggling by supper time to get enough calories in a day. So I'm sitting down with like my heaping plate of ground beef, and because that seems to be what we eat the most, and I just can't finish it. I would say most days I'm eating maybe a pound of meat, and I'm not little. I'm currently, as of today, 210.8 pounds or something. So I'm not little, so I'm not sure like how sustaining a pound of meat is. But if that's what I'm feeling is like sustaining me, I've decided to start just adding supplements. And I'm not very ever specific with supplements. I have a cupboard like full of supplements. Going through infertility, you basically you had everything, and I continue to have lots in my cupboard for whatever reason. So I kind of just look at the cupboard and I ask myself, what do I feel like I need today? And focusing on just making sure I'm getting enough minerals and calcium, because I'm not convinced I'm eating enough, but my body doesn't want to eat more. So what do? It's doing, I guess, a really good job of removing some fat stores for me, because I continue to see a very substantial weight loss even in my 3rd week. So yeah, I guess we will talk about the weight loss now, because that is one of the things that people are really excited to hear. So just to recap, at the very start of this, I got on the scale at 230.6 pounds. And as of 2 weeks ago, I was 214 pounds. That's what I posted last week, was 214 pounds. And then, which is crazy, right? Like in the first 2 weeks, I lost 16.6 pounds or something. I might have the numbers a little bit off. But as of today, when I got on the scale, I was 210.8, which means I've lost 19.8 pounds. I am 0.2 pounds away from losing 20 pounds in 3 weeks. I lost 3.2 pounds during Shark Week somehow, and I am pretty stoked on those results. I would love to be able to think that if I can keep that momentum up, that in just 3 or 4 weeks I'll be below 200 and feeling fabulous. I already, I feel so much better about myself at this weight than I did at the weight I was before. I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling full of vitality, I guess. Yeah, it's been very good for me. And mentally, I can definitely feel like a lot, again, continuing of anxiety to leave and become less and less frequent. My mood overall is still continuing to stabilize. When I get mad at, toddlers, I am much quicker to bring myself back down to a place of reason so I can continue to parent with kindness. Because let's face it, you're going to get mad, but blowing up on your children for a long time is no fun for anyone. Anyways, so this isn't a parenting video. This is about carnivore and how it's impacting me. And right now, it continues to really be working for me. This week, again, I'm going to really focus on the carnivore. I have removed dairy from my day-to-day completely. There was some cheese on the chips I ate, cheese flavoring. But other than that, I haven't had dairy, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I'm not going to be too hard on myself if on the weekend I have a little bit of a slip up again. It is summertime, and it gets easier and easier to clean up your diet, obviously, the less social engagements you have with people, right? And, come fall and winter, the barbecues and I'm talking there's just social things happening all the time in my life. It's not COVID. They're responsible things, but just being around people and snacks is tricky. Anyways, I am happy with my progress. I continue to feel good. And that's basically it for my 3-week update. So I'm going to say goodbye, sign out, and I'll see you later. Bye.